Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Welcome aboard, Kaji. Welcome aboard, Regensham. Welcome aboard, Yamazanadu. How are you all this fine evening? I've been a bit of a busy boy today. Let's see, how did this go? Okay, we had a very good fight here. I think we also had a very bad fight, yes. This went very poorly for me. I mean, we inflicted pain on the enemy, but we did lose. We have attained additional mercenaries. Today has been an intense day full of very complicated physics and maths, all right next to meteoric iron, as usual. Outstanding. Hopefully you will not be rendered unto boredom. That is a lot of siege rolls. Hold on. What is going on? Okay, yes, this is the force that lost. I have a force moving out that will attempt to break the siege on Pagami. We will have many low-level nature mages ready to join in the fight. I should get some of these higher-level mages into the fight where possible. Look at all of these two air lads. Get you a nice bag of air. A hat for every mage is definitely required. And if I could get them into a communion, they could really do some good for me. Censored is part of your Lobo Corp faculty now. Oh, facility, sorry. Not faculty. It would be funny if it was part of your faculty. I'm going to get at least one bishop. Couple more knights can be added to my roster. I need many replacements. Gath remains under siege. No Dominion candles on Gath. There are 2 in Greendale. Influence of Horus's Dominion. Horus is Andromania. Where is the last Maxstay? Gath. This is Gath Dominion all the way up here, which I find odd. Make sure the wardens are blocking the crossbows a bit. Hopefully we'll be able to deal with all of these ghouls. Preaching. Hold on, I require a pair of Magisters of Theology. We are cloud trapezing over here so we can take the Throne of Water, which is going to do many good things for me. Oda. These lads need to move out. So we can begin some of the communion shenanigans. Maybe get Tristram in here. Give Tristram... I do have a plethora of pearls to work with. Okay, some extra lads are going to be available, and it is time that I move out. Enchantment 7 is still on the way, but I have something for my god to do. Gunther, you have all of 10 units. That is not a lot. We're gonna go to the Living Mark and build a temple. And I wish I had an extra mage to send over to the Living Mark, because I need a lab. Gonna buy a commander. He'll show up eventually. He'll be able to pick up the extra crossbows that I require. Regent Sherm with a Hydromancy and Sophie with a Stretch. Alright. One moment. I'll have the sip first. Have myself some Doritos Mandarin Soda. It is absolutely delicious. And now Soft demands that the ligaments rip, and the bones crack, and the spine rent. Ah! Oh! Ah, there we are. Thank you, Sophie, and don't think you're going to get away without a
I
shout
smell
out.
the taint of evil.
Therados Mandarin Soda. What does Therados know of mandarins? Okay, how are my mercenaries doing? The Bandar Band is a single monkey, so I don't think I'll be rebidding for them. All of the other mercenaries are currently mine. Y'all are going to patrol the province, because it needs to stay under my control for a little bit. Clearly they confuse some random fruit on algae for mandarins. Continue to search for magic sites. Did I still have anyone down here? No. The underground is mine, and it is providing me with a healthy amount of gold. We have not searched for any nature in this forest. I should remedy that. What's going on? We should mass train low-quality mages. I would like to do that. I'm actually kind of in need of more low-quality mages. Forge Dragon. Gauther. Gauther, I think you need to yield your quill. And you need to go on a journey to build more laboratories for me. So I'm actually lacking in several things. Minelki, welcome aboard. Also Gunyu, welcome aboard. How are y'all doing today? You got donut and coffee. Fantastic, Sophie. I had a chocolate croissant today. And it was delicious. Okay, this boy is an Inquisitor. So he counts as a level 2 priest, which is far more effective at dealing with Dominion Strength 3. Doing good. How about me? I'm doing just fine. It's been a busy day. And it has also been many days since we last played this particular game, so I am currently trying to take in what's going on. A Wolfolk, excellent. Battle for Terrace Peak. Uh-oh. Pergami has been breached. That is not good. $270 units. That is very bad. This army is going to have to march and make good on whatever they can. And I'm not going to be able to get there with any of my other magical support. Oh, will this army be able to retake Pergami? Alright, we have boosted this man's ability to lead troops to +2 morale. That is Giuseppe. So I have... Yeah, those are both mercenaries. I have only mercenaries for my front line. And then lots and lots of crossbows. These boys are sneaky. You are not sneaky. all of these boys are sneaky. I might just have to leave behind my non-sneaky troops. And have them extricate themselves, and then we will have to retake Pergami once all of the troops have reconnoitered. Okay, Blood Hunt. There we go, 2 Blood Hunters in the province now. I'm not looking for this group. I'm not looking forward to this group storming into my territory. What if I go over to the Royal Forest and build another keep? I think that might be something I have to do. These men are preaching... Well, this man is preaching as hard as he can. We'll get a pair of priests. Preach, Alibert, preach! There we go. Getting a little bit of knights into the army will be good. Volda is here to pick up another batch of crossbows. The problem with our lower quality mages is that they are not guaranteed astral paths, and their other paths are kind of useless to me. So Magister Arcanes are my main go-to for a consistent magic. High Time Preference is going to claim the Throne of Ascension. Temple. Begin building a palisade because I have the money, and this will be yet another fortress for me to recruit mages from. I require many mages. Is there anything actually? And I can be getting too heavy cav a turn from here, I may as well be. Three crossbows a turn, going back to recruiting anything and everything I can. Because if I can't contain Atlantis here, I'm going to start having problems. Okay, God's Enforcers need to remain mine. And I will pay handsomely for their services. Build palisade, build palisade. I have lots of palisades going up. Hopefully they stay up. This little troop is trying to join the main army. So we have no actual thrones yet. We will gain our first throne here, which is the Throne of Water, a 2-point throne. The inner throne will be ours at some point. The inner throne is another 2-pointer. And then this throne and this throne are very likely to be the Throne of Mirror and the Throne of Thorns. Though there is also a Throne of Life somewhere. Oh, over here. And that'll be worth another 4 points. So 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. So probably if I can conquer Atlantis and then come down here and take Obelshin, I might win. Piconia has been wiped out. God, if only Gath would fall. I'm getting mighty tired of Gath existing. And I would very much benefit from having their capital under my control. Just a little bit more nature would also be very handy. Okay, we are holding. The attack on Pergami, of course, I could not deal with. So we lost a bare minimum of troops here. +1 luck. Ah, the God of Gath has been permanently vanquished. Finally. And now we have access to Hydromancers. Level 3 water mages. Which I will happily help myself to. We are a rainbow. Is there anything in particular that we could possibly conjure that would help us? Getting a... Yeah, there's some globals I'd like to have. We are actually in a position where we could, if we went a little deeper into conjuration. Where is it? Getting a Naiad would be really nice, because we don't have access to any bigger nature. So Gath is gonna get breached pretty quickly now that it's, unstaffed. We'll get 2 forts. Looking forward to having control of that. 1 knight is being salvaged. We'll be able to go grab a bunch of crossbows. I don't need a second priest. But recruiting 4 archers per turn ain't too shabby. Just have these boys preach for now. Trenkabor is up. Fantastic. Build the fort. And that means... more knights. And I cannot have any of my magisters yet, However, if I start recruiting judges, there's a chance one will get a magic path and he can just start building labs for me. Humbert here can go ahead and just preemptively build a lab for me. What is our army like? Pitiful either way. I guess we'll just hire crossbows for now, so we can't really go wrong with them. Immediately launch into fortress construction. Begin another palisade. I'm just sinking my massive income into infrastructure so I can start doing mage production, because I need mage support in my armies. Wilfred. Okay, I see what's going on here. That's fine. Wilfred and Aethelred. I'm just gonna start sending them out. These armies are going to have to work together, which is not great for me. All of these armies are going to have to attack simultaneously, and I'm going to have to make sure that they are correctly scripted. This is my main army. Manaunsa, welcome aboard. How you doing? Regensham, abstaining from production to allow for more infrastructure is one of the toughest things to convince yourself to do. How goes it? It is going alright. A couple turns ago, at the end of the previous stream, we were in a position where we won some major battles, but we also lost some major battles, and I'm attempting to rejuvenate myself from what happened. We did end up losing a fort. And now I have to cope with the fallout of this. We must fight, correct. So the pikes will be down here. Oh, I need to make sure I don't get flanked again. One of the big problems was that I got flanked, which is never good. And then we have a lot of lads that I need to make sure are scripted to do something useful. We have some Knights of Man here. I'm going to make sure that we have at least some of them blessed with Proud Steed. And venom arrows might be nice. A little bit of bark skin spam might also help keep my boys alive. Gonna mainly make sure that the pikes receive the bark skin, even though the pikes aren't even part of my main army. They will be an important wall for trying to keep me alive. Okay, this army is going to be incredibly important. First off, I need to take all of the important lads and put them under the command of someone who actually has morale-boosting equipment. Line formation. I would actually prefer them in a double line, I think. Pikachu, welcome aboard. How are you doing? Ethelbert. I'm almost tempted to bring Ethelbert so I have extra bless support. Like an extra lad to make sure that my wardens receive all of their blessings. Yeah, I may as well set him to cast spells and just make sure he casts some blessings. My blessing isn't great, but it's better than nothing. Hold and attack rearmost. I want to make sure I have an armored fist of knights ready to try and poke at the back and kill a few lads. Hold and attack large enemy monsters. And we have some flying monkeys. You know how lizard rhymes with wizard? Have you heard of King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard? We have some undisciplined winged monkeys. I will attempt to make use of them. And I have some lads ready to hit the field. What am I going to do with them? So obviously these guys are going to be communion slaves. Slaves are an important part of any strategy. This man is a fire jar user. That is important to note. Right now, I have a bit of an issue in that I have a lot more potential masters than slaves. If we only count the last 4 letters, it also rhymes with blizzard. A bunch of body ethereal blessing might help me out a little bit, though they do have a lot of magical weapons. True shot warriors. Extra precision, that would be excellent. There are so many things I would like to be able to cast, but cannot. So we have 2 slaves for a 1-path boost. And we have... Well, we have a lot... I don't really want to burn them out. My access to good astral slaves is limited. What sort of spells would you have access to? Immediately cast Farflight arrows might be nice. Okay, cast Farflight. You also have a temporary Glamour gem. So I guess conjure phantasmal wolves just to annoy the enemy. Followed by... What else can we do? Not a lot, to be perfectly honest. That's when we can just throw up a flying shield and then start throwing out the lightning bolts. We have the lightning bolts, don't we? No, we don't, actually. Ah, there it is. Lightning bolt and Stormwind. Negated by larger strong beings. Well, they have a lot of those, so lightning bolt is definitely the way to go. We have a free air gem on us. This boy could do bigger fire for us. Your native access to nature is practically zilch if we don't count that one story event. Yeah, I have a couple of indies that have Nature 1 as well. So nature is just not really on the table. Earwax, welcome aboard. Your access to ass is limited? You're sorry to hear, or astral. Lurking while tinkering with Ermor and contemplating coffee as a meal replacement. You could always use more coffee. What could you do with your 2 astral? All units have a chance of being blinded. Somehow I don't think I want that. Could cast anti-magic. Power of the spheres to get you up to 3. Then you could anti-magic. +1 bonus to all paths except Blood and Holy. So this will actually get me into a couple of other things. That would get me into 3 air. Still might want to actually throw out an anti-magic just in case. And then after that we'll have 3 air where we could cast... What could we cast with just air? Thunder Strikes could start coming down. Which is probably good enough. Hold on, what was Thunder Strikes? Fatigue cost 50. So we would get 2 Thunder Strikes out before passing out. Oh no, anti-magic would cause us to pass out immediately. Your native access to nature. Oh yeah, you did say native. Yep. Is anti-magic worth casting? They're not really bringing that much to the field. It would help against all of their magical weapon enchantments. I still want to throw out Thunder Strikes, I just don't want to, Right, Spell Ward is burst 20. At fatigue cost 100. Which will be half to 50. This would be the entire battlefield for magic resistance. That is actually pretty helpful. He'll be passed out after that, so we'll just have him set to cast spells. He might natively throw out some Thunder Strikes. So that should help with our defenses a little bit. This guy is a potential slave for us to use. Get him into the back ranks. Do I want to get some Body Ethereal onto the field? I think I do. Body Ethereal, Body Ethereal, and then after that we can focus on a Personal Mist form and 2 Lightning Bolts, and hopefully by then everything will be just dandy. This lad is going to be one of our Communion Masters. He will be boosted up to 2 fire, which he will then use to immediately Phoenix Spire. We're not quite at the point where we can do Hail of Burning Embers, but we can slap down some Flaming Arrows, which will hopefully give us a little bit of help. And after that, he will pass out. Fire Cloud might be nice. Sulfur Haze might be nice. Okay, after that, just cast spells. You're gonna pass out. Actually, after that, Thunder Strikes might be nice. You'll be boosted and be able to do it. Now, let's see, when you're talking about native access to Magic Path, you're talking about the Magic Paths available to your national recruitment. Yes, 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 I get it, I get it. So who is unscripted? I've actually scripted everyone. Let's just make sure my lads are not on the front line. And over here is our last batch of boys. We have just a menagerie of random units. I almost feel like I should keep... Since these knights have bad morale, I'm going to keep them with these mages as bodyguards, so I don't have to worry about them as much. So I have some extra boys here. None of them... I didn't give any of them earth gems, which is a mistake. I guess one of them will do casual body ethereal, followed by... What else could they do for us? Giant strength for everyone. 2 double Earth Boys is actually very nice. We'll buff up some of the mercenaries, so I want to make sure the line doesn't collapse on me. This boy is special because he's got an airbag. So he could do something for me. The question is what, of course, we would want him to do. He could summon another air elemental, but those things are not very effective for what we're doing. He could throw out a True Shot Warriors. That might be fine. Or Farflight. Would I want True Shot or Farflight? Probably Farflight, since I have a bunch of limited range boys. Give himself a personal flying shield afterwards. And then, yeah, lightning bolts. How about this lad? What would I do with this boy? Put him up here, turn him into another 2 body ethereals, and then by then all of the knights are going to be gone. Flying shield. By then, there should be someone close enough for us to start hitting with lightning bolts. Your national mages ain't great with leading troops? No, they're not. They're only leading troops just for me to get the extra meat onto the front line. I'll be handing them over to my Lord Wardens, who are quite good at leading troops. Patrolling is going nicely. Voldar. More crossbows. I have a lot of heavy cav in this province. Dragol has 2 hit points left. He's still desperately looking for that last little sliver of nature magic for me before he dies. But I think his job is... Oh no, I didn't search for nature on this farm. Mages in general aren't really meant for leading troops. True. Xenic, welcome aboard. For the glory of mankind. Alright, Xenic wants to be in this. Coelwulf is not in the Hall of Heroes yet. Get all those boys together. I am gonna have my Rainbow do a site search on a throne because, well, that's not a terrible use of a single site search on a Rainbow. If anywhere is going to have magic sites, it's a throne. I've actually spent all of my income, which means I'm going to lose 2 groups of mercenaries that I have defending this province, which isn't great. But I also don't see any forces from Atlantis here that are going to attack me. So maybe I can get away with it. I really need this army to get up to the front line. Yeah, Lewis the Lion is going to go his own way, which is unfortunate. Luke, welcome aboard. How you doing today? Some nations have 2-in-1s, like Hinam. Big mages are also leaders, but in general, yeah. You want Big Zam and Luke. Okay. Oh, you've been entered into the Hall of Heroes, so you cannot be named. Buernath, you are also in the Hall of Heroes, damn it. Luke, the Lord Warden. And Wilfred will be Big Zam. Hoburg Punter, the Sadist. We can make that happen. You're in the Hall of Heroes. Damn it, everyone is already in the Hall of Heroes. Vermund? Vermund's already in the Hall of Heroes. Koragol. There we go. Sadist is actually a heroic trait, if I remember correctly. A rarer one. You'll make sure to catch an arrow with your face. I mean, your face is well armored, so you'll be well built for it. Keep searching for glamour sites. Oh, we did get a wolf oak here. Fantastic. Alright, we've got a big ol' fight to deal with. Let's hope the second battle for Pergami goes better than the first. You either take an arrow to the face or live long enough to be the Soul Slade. Now send you some more hobbitses to punt. Has Mictlan become the Murder Kitty Factory? No. I'm not even sure what they're doing. Other than being fairly ineffective. "10 good slaves." We have found the Rockside Springs, Sudden Ridge, and Gorge of Echoes. Battle for Klon, victory. Battle for Beligor. Victory. Looks like we won the fight for Pergami. Gath is breached. Okay, was this the big fight? Reasonably. I forgot to order these guys correctly. Withering under the hail of fire. A bunch of our knights ran away at the last second, which is annoying. 15 units retreated, 8 of which survived. Okay, storm that castle, take it back. Humbert, go ahead and preach the teachings of God. Gotta get those hostile dominions off of us. So, the Gorge of Echoes, that's Glamour, Sun Ridge, 2 fire, Rock Slide, Earth, and Water, fantastic. Earth Blood Deepwell will be on the table. Level 6 Earth required. We have level 5 Earth, which means we need the boots. The Earth boots will be made. I'll be such a happy camper once I have my hands on Earth Blood Deepwell. Using Hoburgs' ballistic missiles since the year 666 of the previous time sequence. Can you do any ritual spells for me? No, you can't. That's unfortunate. Duran's cavalry. Don't really need them right now. Voldar is going to very slowly make his way to the front line. Still searching for a little bit of glamour income. This boy should survive long enough to do one last site search for me. Storm the castle with this priest. Everyone else is going to move on. I will leave timber behind. Because timber is going to need to build a... Timber is going to need to build a lab for me in this province. This army is going to move, crush the army in Mushwood. Oh, not the... Crush the gates of Mushwood. And then it'll be mine. Gath will be mine, giving me access to a bunch more gems, which will make me a happy camper. Gath itself is actually worth a decent amount of money. Orfeo, being an Inquisitor, is much better suited to going into enemy territory and spreading my word. I'm very tempted to teleport my god up to Bel. Because we don't have the Earth Gems necessary to cast Earthblood Deepwell, I don't need to make those boots right away, and if I teleport to the Inner Throne, I can start getting 1 more Earth and 3 Blood Slaves per turn. And I, of course, can just load up on a few extra gems. Two fire, 2 air, 2 water, 2 earth, 2 astral. There you go. You can cast all the big spells. There we go. We can cloud trapeze up there. What would my god do upon arriving on the battlefield? There's a water province called the Grandfather, correct. And has been doing so since Error, Temporal Reality Distortion Era. Timeline Echo nulled. Well, obviously we do Legions of Steel immediately. Is that really all I have to do on my rainbow? Seems to be the case. Serpent Fang arrows. Greater Farflight for all my boys. +2 precision for the battlefield. Yeah, sure, we can do a wind guide. And then maybe flaming arrows. There we go. That's all our god needs to do right now. One more commander, whose purpose will be to pick up more crossbows to bring to the front lines. Because I'm very fond of my crossbow lines. Oh, poor Harold. He's down to 6 hit points. Limp, battle fright, chest wound, never healing wound. He's not long for this world. I might take the time to transfer his troops over. Buernoth could use them. Get all of these knights added to the big stack of knights. Yeah, Harold, I need you to be the main commander in charge now.
They have seen the error of their ways.
Oh, who was that? Gunyu, thank you for the follow. Hope you're having fun. Crossbows, pretty good against fishmen with no shields. Fortunately, a lot of them do have shields. It's not great. Xenic, why do you have, like, 5 random guys? Add them into this army. You know what, Harold can remain in command of all these lads. And all of these lads can get added to the ranged force. Can you be a battle caster? Most certainly, Coslord. Welcome aboard. How you doing? You can be... Who do I have kind of decked out? You can be Harold. Harold is now Coslord. Atlanteans are annoyingly competent. Yeah. But I'm starting to get mages mixed into my forces, and hopefully that'll make the difference, especially on open fields. A huge Angelock was seen. That's not good. Let's see about getting the lions back. You know what? I'll bid on Duran's cavalry too. And I'll spend some more money on province defense. And we'll immediately transfer extra forces over to Bell, because Bell is now very important to me. My god is cloud trapezing, so he will magic phase in. If the province does get attacked, he'll be there to help. And we have enough money left over to get a lab on the Royal Forest. The grandfather is starting to accumulate units, and I worry about this particular province of Troban. Last, what if I were to take all of these longbows and just add them? Troban has kind of crap province defense, but 75 longbows should supplement it nicely. I don't think I have anyone else in a position to move. Magic item overview. Am I missing anything important? Not currently. A Dwarven Hammer would be nice to have. I really, really want Earthblood Deepwell up. Getting some earth magic into my armies would be nice. And we have the earth, we have the blood, we can start making the blood stones, which will be very handy. Battle for the Fortress of Pergami. We annihilated them at the cost of very little. Crossbows accounted for 31 kills. Tower Knights were 37 kills. Plus 7 blood slaves. A warlock was caught red-handed. His virgins were confiscated. Hold on. This wording. A warlock has been caught red-handed. His virgins were confiscated. Those virgins belong to the state. Hand them over. We're not going to execute you or anything. You just have to hand them over. Colin, welcome aboard. How you doing? You guess this is LA Man? You would be correct. What's up, Manelki? Why the ellipses? Gath is now ours. Excellent. We already have a lab here. We just need the temple. Begin mage recruitment. We're not gonna question why his hands were red. It's a mystery. Oi, where's your blood hunting license? Correct? Blood mages always have red hands, surely. Okay, our god is where he ought to be. He will claim the throne of Ascension. My god is playing a very direct hand in the claiming of the thrones. Volta the Fire Mage. Excellent. Get that lab up. Extra troops to the front. Beautiful. That makes me very happy. Alright, there is a rather large Atlantean force here. There's two large Atlantean forces. Oda. How are you doing? 10 hit points. Feeble-minded and mute. Oda is no longer capable of carrying out his duties. So he's going to upgrade the fortress. I think that means I'm down a slave. Yeah, he was a communion slave, but he nearly died. Yeah, I'm down my slaves. That's a problem. I'm sorry, Tristram. But you're a rare 2 Astral Boy. I can't convince myself to turn him into a slave. Yeah, a bit of a problem. I need more Astral Boys. Plain and simple. Crossbows and knights. Everyone here is going to patrol for a turn. Because I have a feeling that Pergami is going to come under attack again. And I've just got to select another 2 guys to be slaves. This man needs some extra pearls in his life. It's fine. Wolfred. You will be a communion slave. As will Harluf. Which will give me access to one boy who will be able to do flaming arrows for us. And I don't want him to spam any more spells than that, because he is going to end up killing everyone. Again. part of me wants to move out with a significant part of the Mage Corps now that I have... Earthblood Deepwell researched. Like, all these guys could be Thunderbolt casters on the front line, and I think I will. Because it is time for us to get battle magic involved. And we have lots of pearls. So I think more Shrouds of the Battle Saint are needed. Stellar Focus requires level 5 Astral. We have level 3. With 2 boosters, we could get a Stellar Focus up. Which would be quite nice. Let's get some more airbags forging. Once I get that magic forge up and running, we're gonna be in major business. Dragol, still sitting on 2 hit points. But I'm running out of things for him to do. So 50 more crossbow are going to very slowly make their way towards the front line. Time to join them, correct? What can we make on this boy? You know, if I make a Sky Metal Matrix, I could put it on one of my Nature 1 boys, and he would be part of the communion as a master, and I would get access to fairly high-level nature magic. Thunderbows. What else could I be forging? Bright Mail Harburgs are the height of absolute luxury. 10 air gems, 5 earth gems, for 17 protection and 0 encumbrance. And 2 reinvigoration and plus 8 health. This is the ultimate mage chest armor. Outside of specific boosters. No encumbrance. Good protection. Reinvigoration. Hit points. Have you found nice things to spend glamour gems on? Not really. The nicest things to spend glamour gems on seem to just be the research generators and the gem generators, and then in battle you get a free Phantasmal Warrior. I mean, I suppose I could just empower a boy. And then send him into battle. We could start summoning Cushy. How much would it cost to empower you in Glamour? 30 Glamour Gems? That's not too bad. And you never see that. Imagine getting Air and Earth Mages as Marignan. That would be nice. Like, what rituals would I be able to do? Veil of Perpetual Mist, no one cares. Dome of Misdirection, no one cares. Dreamwild is alright. For unrest reduction and less bad events, but we have luck on our nation. So, we're getting less bad events anyway. We're getting more events, but a better chance of those being good events. Our blood hunting hasn't caused enough trouble to require it. Now, you can get these Dream Stones, which are +9 research for 5 gems. They're fantastic. They require Glamour Mages to use, though. Which, well, I mean, my only consistent source of those are my Lord Wardens, and they are better served elsewhere. You can get Glamour on the Magisters, but it's not common. So, the Dream Spools are nice because you get 2 Warrior Illusions and a Glamour Gem, and those are fantastic things to have. The Unicorn you can get seem okay. LA Man can't really cast it, though. Yeah, I'm not terribly impressed by the Unicorns overall. I only used them once, and they got their asses beat. Palisades are up. Let's get moving. Let's send Ivan over down to Perenna to search out that false prophet. Everyone here is doing important things. That makes me happy. The only thing I am want for are a couple more shrouds. That'll make my Magisters sacred. Give them a little bit of chest protection. A little bit of extra health. I want to know if they're going to jump Pergami again. Yep, there is another battle on Pergami. Event. Plus 1,000 gold, fantastic. 3 water gems. The market was held in the province. Merchants from far and wide gathered for commerce. Mushwood's going down. God's enforcers have joined Atlantis. That does not make me happy. Okay, so they are attacking with a bunch of winter wolves. They're not really bringing any magic support here. This is province defense. These guys are not province defense. They're just attacking immediately. Okay, the first wave of crossbows completely annihilated those wolves. Yeah, these are PD, so I don't care about them too much. What I'd like to see... Oh no, these cav got distracted by random fishmen. That's unfortunate. Okay, the sheer volume of arrows I'm pouring into these boys is having an effect. Looks like my knights are doing a good job cleaning house. A bunch of them are damn near frozen solid, which is not great, but hey. Just there's a couple of sacred fish down here that are... Oh, these guys aren't even sacred. The sheer amount of fire coming in on these 3 fish. Okay, that was a pretty convincing fight. Nothing like blowing out your speakers with 500 crossbows, yes. So, we lost 2 Magister Arcane. I'm assuming those were the 2 slaves that died to burnout. Yeah, you're a slave. Yeah, this boy is just taking damage from being a slave. That's unfortunate. Yeah, you're just dying to fatigue. Deeply unfortunate. Hot Luke and Big Zam are now on board. Blessing and Blur spells. Actually, I don't want Blessing and Blur spells on you. You have access to our treasury. That means I want you to have a Dream Spool. Which means what I want you to do... Ooh, getting Shadow Warriors would be nice. 1 blessing. And then you're gonna use that gem to do Phantasmal Wolves. And then after that, I don't care what you do. So, the problem right now is that we need more... As much as I'd like to continue with this whole buff thing, I don't think Flaming Arrows is really on the table here. We're burning our... We just don't have enough slaves. It would be worth it for, like, a big air boost, but right now we don't have Storm. I'd basically be a communion into Storm and then a bunch of air powers. So what would I do on Wilfred? He could gem into Phoenix Pyre, which would give him 2 fire to work with. Which means he could become a Sulphur Haze caster. Yeah, we can't be burning out our slaves like that. Burning through a lot of my Astral Pearls. Cosslord. We can get Cosslord better equipped and give him a Bag of Air. A Bag of Air would let him do a little bit better on the magic front. After he gets the other spells off. What could Cosslord do for us? He could do a Wind Guide. Entire battlefield +2. Oh no, he needs 2 gems for that. Damn it. But Causelord wants to be a combat mage. So what else could we do? He could gem into a Thunder Strike. Personal Mist Form, and then Thunder Strike. Gilric. Hey, Gilric, I have a job for you. Where is he? He's got the air. We're gonna stock him up on air gems. And he is going to spend his air gems to do a turn 1 Farflight. Or, Wind Guide. Yeah, Wind Guide. +2 precision to the entire battlefield. And then after that, I really don't care what he does. He's going to be passed out. +2 precision on the whole battlefield ought to be pretty good. Yeah, these guys need to be on hold and attack. Let's see about clearing out a little bit of Atlantis. If I can kick out this army. I'd like to take this fort if I could. Or maybe I should leave it. We've had some good engagements with Atlantis, but I need to make sure I keep having good engagements. Otherwise, things might not be so hot. I am going to take one turn to search magic sites on the Inner Throne, because hopefully that'll find something nice for us. Priest very efficient when preaching against other faiths. Priest level is doubled for this purpose. That makes us a level 2 preacher. Versus an actual level 2 preacher. I think we're going to get a level 2 preacher here, just so we can start getting rid of this enemy Dominion. Because this is still 7 candles. That is a lot of candles for me to have to deal with. Even with my god sitting here. Gonna have all my priests preaching. They get a bonus for it. Herald. I'm sorry, but I'm taking away your Horn of War. You have 5 hit points left. You're going to die soon. I would like my upper force here to have the additional protection. Also makes Humbert now the best choice as overall war leader. Total leadership value of 325. What are you? Increased defense skill. Defense 14 is not great for someone who already has 3 stars. Enlarged -1. Armor and shield -4. Weapon defense modifier +2. Heroic ability +2. Experience +3. Base of 12. Hopefully we'll find something nice. Hoburg Punter can leave. Hoburg Punter's duty is going to be to go punt Hoburgs and pick up more troops. Castius here is going to go ahead and upgrade this fort. Get some Inquisitors preaching. Mushwood is taking a little while to go down. That's fine. And I think Yamazanadu is going to press north. So that way he'll be able to join all of the scrumming that's going on up here, and he can catch the thrones while our god does more important things. Because we are probably going to cast Earthblood Deepwell next turn. I'll alchemize a couple extra Earth Gems so that can be up and running. That is a healthy front line that I can now start moving. Unfortunately, we're very slow, and there's really not a lot I can do about that. We'll have our very first Hydromancer next turn. Speaking of Hydromancy, thank you, Regenshire. Whatever. Can I send this guy to a cave? I sincerely hope I can send him to a cave. Hey, another 100 crossbows are heading to the front line. I wonder if I can do a little bit of raiding with 100 crossbows. Voron, welcome aboard. How you doing? The fastest Hydromancer in the East. What do you guys think? Can I raid with 100 crossbows? Surely they'll have some provinces that can't deal with it. The Golden Arbalist. Fires 2 shots per turn, range 55, precision 10. 1/3 of this. Maybe. Range 40, precision 3, small area shot. True shot longbow. Oh, Girdles of Might would be real nice. You think Glamour Earth was the really cool sling, correct? I sent out my Glamour Earth boy. Willifrid. You are one of my only natural Earth 3 mages, which makes you very valuable to me. Oh wait, I won't be able to do the Earthblood Deepwell just yet, because I need to make the Earth Boots. Alright, well you can forge the Earth Boots. This particular province, I don't think I'll be making any more heavy cav in. Ilvin, what do you have? Basically nothing. He's gonna go pick up those heavy calves so we can start bringing them to the front line. We're only gonna be able to pick up 14 heavy cav from here. Arthur, you're cool and all, but I need you to go pick up some of these miscellaneous units. Gowther, start auto-site searching. Maybe we can get some more death income. Maybe we can get any death income. We're at 0 death per turn. Louis. Now, I don't really fear what's going on here anymore. Let's just send Louis out with his 75 spearmen and see if we can take this province, because if we do, we'll destroy a temple. And I think that will be worthy of Louis' attention. How much research do you have these days? I'll have to go check. Outstanding. "18 crossbowmen lost, 2 longbowmen, and 3 tower knights. Excellent. Battle for Klon. Where is Klon? Klon is over here. They have a little army wandering around, causing trouble. There's another rather large force, but that's okay. We're just going to move up here and burn down another one of those temples, just so they know that we don't like them very much. Get some more tower knights involved, get some more crossbowmen on site. And we have our very first Hydromancer. And I'm tempted to have him go site searching. Like, the first boy should go site searching. Let's see, much for it. The walls are moderately damaged. Yeah, it's taken a while to destroy that, which is aggravating. Weeping Stone and Whitewater? Sure, why not? Just doing a bit of raiding. Letting Atlantis know I do not approve of their activities. Oh, throne, 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 throne. Throne. So Atlantis had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thrones within immediate range of them. I think my crossbowman got ice draked. Which battle? Yeah, Ice Drakes, 19 kills, 18 dead crossbow. Let's take a look at this fight. Oh, those Yetis got deleted. That was fantastic to see. What are these? Okay, there's a misscript going on. Why are they... Excuse me. Holden... Oh, it should be Holden. Holden fire. There we go. That should be much better now. Ooh, look at this. 730 units. We need battlefield wipes against this. Okay, we are going up to Alteration 7. What do we actually get up there? This would give me access to Fog Warriors. Fog Warriors will be a fantastic thing to have, and Marble Warriors. And then Marble Army. Though Marble Army will be very bad against Atlantis. Army of Lead would be very nice. All-consuming pyre. Army of Mist would also be on the table. You know what? Going Alteration 8 don't sound like a bad idea. Army of Bronze or Army of Gold. Army of Gold is good. Maddist, welcome aboard. How you doing today? If I go up to 5, we can get Contact Naiad and start getting better nature in our summons if we really wanted. Also, Beanshees. Though Beanshees are 25 death and we have no death income. Thaumaturgy. Is there any thaumaturgy we could be doing? Not really. Yeah, we are not a thaumaturgy nation. Orb Lightning. Orb Lightning doesn't have enough range on it, sadly. Gifts from Heaven. And Stellar Cascade. Illusory Army. Glamour Gem required 1. Creates a contingent of Illusory Warriors, 20 plus. Wrathful Skies, maybe. We gotta go all the way up here to get Chain Lightning. Hold on. Thunderstrike, Orb Lightning, Perpetual Storm, that's a ritual. Where is Blizzard technically on the table? There's Storm. So we do have access to Storm. Wailing Winds gets pretty dumb. Yeah, Wailing Winds is potent. Though, we do have someone who can do it. glamour now, keep forgetting. Just gotta remember where it is. Winds of Death. No, that's not it. Where the hell is it? We have access to some pretty nice death, if we ever actually used it. It's in Evo. Wailing Winds, there it is. Yeah, requires 4 glamour, which I can only achieve with a lot of slaves. That would require 8 slaves to get the +3 glamour to a boy, then he casts Wailing Winds. Targets all enemies with 1 fear. I mean, that is worth it. But again, 8 slaves is a lot. Surely you can give someone a +1 glamour item or something. Yeah, so reduce it to 4 slaves. It would have to be my god that makes the glamour hat. You know about gem boosting in combat? I do. Back with actual food. Welcome back. What you munching on? So did we... You are... Hold on. My rainbow did a site search on a throne and found nothing. That is... horrible. Like, that is outstandingly bad. Union, welcome aboard. How you doing today? Welcome to LA, yep. So yeah, we're gonna need to wait 2 more turns for Earthblood Deepwell. Is there anything else we can do? Stellar Focus would be nice, but again, I'd have to spend a bunch of Earth Gems on making the Crystal Gear. I mean, we could make a Golem, but I don't have great use for a Golem yet. Only missing Holy Man site searching. Yeah, I'm really lacking anything worth actually casting unless I want to summon some cushy. I always found it surprising that the god has no holy powers. So what are we gonna do with our god? Forging items is on the table, I suppose. Again, the Bloodstone costs Earth Gems. We're trying to get that Earthblood Deepwell. Lifelong Protection we could start making. Don't know if that's the best possible use for my god. Armor of Twisting Thorns for +1 nature. I mean, that would be pretty handy. Could forge some nature boosting. Yeah, what if I were to make the Armor of Twisting Thorns? And a Thistle Mace. before we go to Alteration 8, or hell, even 7, let's go up to Conjuration 5. I can get a Naiad. She'll be Nature 3. I can boost her up to Nature 5, and she can be my big Nature Summoner. Heck, we could put Mother Oak up if we really wanted. I mean, you can't really call upon yourself to do powers. Yeah, can't you give people your own blessing? I don't like that these guys are here. This raiding party is going to become a ring around the rosy chase if I'm not careful. I don't think any amount of province defense is really gonna swing this in my favor. You patrol the province out so I can get rid of this stupid event that's causing all the unrest in existence. This boy be sneaking. Gunter can, of course, upgrade this to a fortress so we can start getting even more Hydromancers online. The siege is still continuing. Very tempting to deploy another round of commanders, or mages. Geared up Naiad sounds like a plan. You've summoned you to this world to wear the most uncomfortable shirt ever. Correct. Yeah, making only 3 nature per turn, though. Like, we could gear her out, and by the time we gear her out, we're never going to be able to use the nature. The way you interpret priest levels is how versed the unit is in cultic practices of the church, so the god, having none, is like how the Christian god would probably not be concerned with how the Catholic Church conventionalized a ritual like baptism. Leofine is going to go over here and grab the crossbowmen that I have been accumulating here. There's no need for me to get them killed senselessly. I wonder if they're going to anticipate my movement and pull me into a big fight, or if they're just going to unga-bunga. Nothing. Fancy Sling raiding with a party of 1. Welcome aboard. How are you doing, Sling? Here, I have a shout out. Holy Raiders. Our military force was beaten. Okay, those are the crossbows that I had attempted to go pick up. Yeah, we're getting counter-raided by Atlantis. Next, lost Dominion, plus Misfortune, minus 10 defense. Auschwitz still not down. Galther the Magister Arcane died of old age. Very terrible. Oh god, this is really aggravating down here. This church is in danger. Okay, they didn't want to face me. We're gonna move out with all of these boys. And what am I gonna do is I'm going to have both these guys here, and then they're gonna converge on Pastena. And this raiding force is going to cause me some mild agitation, but I have two armies here that'll be ready to deal with them sooner or later. Like, we've already got another 80 units ready to go. Maybe I should just march them north immediately. You auto site search. Limerick is moving as he is able. We can get some more basic nature mages onto the field. How many boys do I have? A lot of cav here. Let's get a cavalry commander to start shuffling them around. Set her to auto site search. Yeah, let's get a pair of Castellans. They're gonna grab all of these troops and move out, because I need more stuff moving towards the front line. I may... Really, I should be abducting all of these frontline mages and sending them out. Hada is already diseased, which is unfortunate. I don't think Mictlan is long for this world. Let's see. You remember that back when there was AI gets +1 level per turn bug, there was someone in the forum arguing that the AI isn't cheating and anyone can achieve such rates with careful and smart gameplay. The AI in that game would lose a fourth of its army to basic province defense. Well, he's doing pretty good. How's Man going? Man is... We're solid. We've been winning more big battles against Atlantis than we've been losing, though we have lost a few. It's mainly about just getting my slow forces to trudge through the snow to go actually fight Atlantis. Let's see. When it comes to counter-raiding, you're 100% convinced the AI reads your moves and cheats. You definitely think the AI gets a lot of under-the-hood info. The AI clearly just gets a bigger mind. I've been getting a bunch of judges here, and they're not doing a lot for me. These boys can research. You know, no more judges. Mages only. Oh, this guy has gotten veterancy. The amount of troops he can use to patrol with is increasing. My blood hunters are hunting away. Forging more bags of wind. Yeah, I don't have any big fire apart from my god. Let's do a site search, so we get that holy searching too. A level 2 priest might find something, if there's something to find. Iron Griffin. A mage casts an iron statue in the form of a griffin and infuses it with fiery magic. It can unleash a cone of flames upon enemies in its vicinity. The Iron Griffin is immobile and often placed in a defensible position in a fort or army camp, where it can impress onlookers as well as blast would-be attackers with fire. That is really cool, and I really struggle to think it would ever be worth 6 gems for a stationary turret. You like that one? Yeah, it sounds really cool. It's just never going to actually help you win. Reanimate archers. Necromancer enchants 10 well-equipped corpses and gives them false life. The skeletons are equipped with magic bows fueled by the power of the underworld. Arrows fired from these bows will burst into green flames of bane fire. Hell yes. Is there anything I can cast with... Okay, let's take a look at fire. What do we have access? Eternal Pyre. That's the 20 fire gems per month. That requires level 6 fire. That's not happening. We can't get level 6 fire. And nothing else here particularly matters. If you have a wholly contested location, maybe. The Banefire part is neat. Also, Admiral Praxis, welcome aboard. If you could cast that spell and ensure you are positioned on walls of your settlement, you could see casting it. Deciding what goes on your wall sounds like an amazing design choice you suddenly want to see. Reginsure, one-up it. Not only can you choose where your defenses go, bring back choosing what kind of forts you can build. I mean, cramming a bunch of them directly into the breach of your castle would be amazing. Okay, so fire is out. Water. Can we do anything good with water? Hidden in snow. Requires 65 water gems. Spells can only be cast where there are high mountains nearby. The caster locates and releases a tribe of ancient undead warriors from their glacial prison. A full tribe of Unfrozen is freed. The Unfrozen are led by a chieftain and mage. If cast in a province of turmoil, a warlike tribe with a greater amount of warriors will heed the call. If cast in a province of fortune or magic, a tribe with more mages. Well, we happen to enjoy some fortune. Not so much magic, though. Oh, there's no fortune and only drain here. Of course. What other water rituals do we have? Manifest Vitriol. That's Green Lions. Not really worth God turns for. Air. Could cast Trade Wind here to scrape a little bit of extra money out of it, but that's not worth doing. The Watcher for a patrol bonus. We could get some griffins. You know what? It only costs 2 air to summon 10 griffins. So I could dump 3 mage turns, and I could get 30 griffins to throw at a fight. Is that worth it? Maybe. Storm Drakes. You get 1 Storm Drake for 5 gems. Does this benefit from Dragon Mastery? Because getting like 4 Storm Drakes for 5 gems might be nice. What else? What else could we maybe do? Astral. Again, Stellar Focus would be on the menu, but I need the Earth. Stormdrake does benefit from Dragon Mastery. Excellent. Gee. Do we have any... We can get Water Kobold, I guess. At the end of the rainbow. All sights of glamour are revealed. Don't really care. Need to be in a forest for the herd of unicorns. Cave kobolds. Group of cave kobolds that have lived, manifest in the world for a while. Kobolds are small fey creatures from the Dreamwild who occasionally appear in the fringes of civilized lands. They're surprisingly strong, well-versed in mining, and have exceptional knowledge of where to find veins of metal. If given gold, they can aid miners and underground workers. Cave kobolds are efficient sappers, should they be used in sieges. Being fey creatures, they are sensitive to iron and use glamour to hide their true appearance. Cave kobolds are enchanted with pickaxes. I mean, maybe. Water kobolds. They live in ships and are generally merry and friendly. Water kobolds aren't very good leaders, but they can bring soldiers with them across the sea. None of that is terribly helpful. I would love to get Mother Oak up, but it's just not feasibly happening. Gift of Health would help my old men. I don't know if that's been fixed yet. How much astral does this god have? 3. We can get him up to Stellar Focus. But it would require spending Earth Gems, and we're so close to the Earthblood Deepwell. He's just a rainbow. He's got 5 air, 6 earth, and then 3 everywhere else, so he's got 4 water. Not Ring of Sorcery, gotcha. Oh, he could make a winged helmet for us. I think the winged helmet is worthwhile. Oh, Dragon Crown. Maybe we start doing Storm Drakes. That's 1 Dragon Mastery. Is there another Dragon Mastery item available? I have no idea where to look. Yeah. Winged helmet for an air booster. Eddie! Hello there! You get to become an orb! My hydromancy is somewhat off-center, but that's fine. I will happily have a sip. And Eddie, don't think you are going to get away without a shout-out. How are you doing, my boy? There's a Dragon Mastery ritual. There's a scepter. Hold on, let's check it out. Ice Pebble Staff, Shock, Staff of Corrosion, Twilight Glaive, Thorn Staff, Shaman Staff. Maybe it's over here. The Whip of Command. Oh! Inspirational Lance. That's something I need to make at some point. The Rune Smasher. That's a fun one. Wand of Wildfire. Rod of the Leper King. Yeah, it must be an even more powerful item. You beat the run already? Eddie, I was supposed to raid into you. You needed to drag that out and suffer just a little longer. What you gonna do now? There's the Sling of Crystal Shards. Good work, Eddie. You're gonna go back through the initial area since the randomizer got reset. Yeah, good enough. So Atlantis has God's Enforcers, but they were very expensive. I spent a ludicrous amount of money keeping them under my purvey. Volnoth. Oh, I have 2 Air 3 boys over here. That's interesting. So I can give one of them the hat. Hold on, what could this boy do in battle? Since he has Air 3... I could give him the hat, bring him up to 4, and then with a bag of air, he could turn 1 Greater Farflight for me. Mass Flight would also be funny to do with my knights. You really want to play Glamour and just load up on Crystal Shard Slings. The Crystal Shard Slings require more than just Glamour. Yeah, they're Glamour Earth. Which, Cedric here is actually going to stick around. I need him for his forging capability more than anything else. Yeah, he can make the Sling of Shards, but again, I need to hold off. In the meantime, he can whip up Dream Spools for me. I mean, Dream Spools are fantastic items to have, and I should have them on every one of my Lord Wardens. Yeah, Glamour Earth, correct. But having a bunch of mundane commanders with those slings would be amazing. Opha, time for you to move out. See if you can get some preaching done. Gotta hold the dogmen back. Get that boy underground. These boys are moving to do their good work. Oh, there's a lava lake here for 1 fire, 1 water. That is an excellent find. Yeah, definitely want these guys to converge on this fort and take it. Do I go ahead and just invest in some province defense here? I guess I'll take a little bit. They did take this province and destroy my fort. These guys are moving out, these guys are moving out. I guess... having one of these boys build a temple here is going to be necessary. Oh, we need more unit production than that. Okay, are any of you capable of taking these extra troops? Good enough. It's important I get that temple back up. And with control of these lakes, Atlantis will never truly be defeated. But if I can grab the thrones and get a win, that would be fine. I guess my path to victory is to just grind my way through Atlantis. Take throne, take throne, take throne, take throne, take throne. And then this throne down here should get me a win. And if somehow that doesn't, there's still a deep sea here that I can continually throw, I don't know, something into this deep sea. Maybe I'll have to have my god forge some bottles of water breathing. Deep sea is actually a lake. Look, it's Loch Ness. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I've got 4 points. I can get 5, or I can get another 4 out of Atlantis if I take 3 of their thrones. That'll bring me up to 8. So with that, I'm at 8. No one has this, which is probably like a 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What is on here? Claymen, fire snakes, light cavalry, heavy, huge nether of kings. That's gonna be such a pain to have to try and take. I guess all I can hope is that these dogmen decide to just throw themselves at it and weaken it up, and then I'll snatch it from them. Hold on. Precision 10. I should not be building these particular crossbows. I should be buying crossbows of man, who are better. Now remember, I need green pants man, not regular pants man. Fighting into underwater Atlantis fort will be hell. I'm probably not even going to bother. You should scout ping the throne. Maybe you can mine hunt it or some nonsense. I mean, I don't really have access to the astral for that. Though I could, if the Nether of Kings happens to have a few points of astral on him, I could do a suicide magical duel squad. Alright, we're getting raided really heavily. Our forces defeated the attacking force from Atlantis. Excellent. Our military force has been beaten. 34 kills on these Ice Guard. That is disgusting. Trenkabor. Oh, that sucks. Wait, where's... Okay, they're on my fort. That is actually okay. Yeah, they've just got... Yeah, they're just really good at crushing my PD. $2,000 people left of province. Oh, brave deeds and awesome presence. And Harold's Valor. Okay. Half tempted to send my god out with this force, since he's not really doing anything else terribly helpful right now. I mean, my god with a bag of air would be pretty good. 6 Aircaster. Need a proper chest piece, which I do not have access to. Could be a 7 Aircaster, actually. Mouflons. Mumfuls? Almost Mouflons. Hydromancy, don't mind if I do. Alright, this is fine. We are just going to converge on this fort and crush it. It's kind of interesting watching it, Mictlan fall to just a frankly stupid number of Cynocephalians. Okay, you. You get an airbag and a hat. You will also get a hat, a bag of air, and a chest piece. Grab the knights, move out. Start moving. Arthur is going to move, take territory back. Will this be able to take them, actually? Like, what can my god pull off? He can pull off a Legions of Steel. That'll be helpful. And then, what can he do with his bag of air? Because 1,000 dogged backstab would cut deep. You think the AI gods for deciding not to gang up on you fully? Yes. We could actually cast Blizzard, but that would be terrible. Could summon the big air elementals. Don't know how helpful that would actually be, since they got nerfed into the ground. Wind Guide for Battlefield +2 precision on all of my boys. I mean, I could just spend the air gems on the air elementals. They should help. Losing my god here would be very bad. Give him some guards. hold and fire. Closest enemy. Clearly you should make staves of lightning with the air gems, just like the item in COE. What can you do for me? Shock Tridents. Lightning Rod for the big corpse construction bonus. Lightning Spear. Unfortunately, this thing is only melee, rather than actually just a spear that fires chain lightnings. Say what you want, Shock Trident has you sold. Just imagine the thing. I mean, some Lord Warden thugs would be fun. Yeah, these boys need to move north. Fortunately, I've got all these mountain ranges aren't even connected, so it's not my temperature scales that are doing me over here. You get one scout here. I'm gonna ping this throne, because it is something I need to take eventually. Chain Shock. Shock Trident, the one item more powerful in Minecraft than Dominions. Shock Trident is pretty decent on army thugs. I don't know. It's got a chain lightning effect. That friendly fires. So I'd have to have lightning resistance thrown up immediately. Should I just be throwing up? Should I be going for Wrathful Skies? I can actually be getting a lot of crossbows here. That is a healthy amount of crossbow to be recruiting per turn. Okay, I gotta decide if I'm willing to risk this fight. There's about 100 units present. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see if our god can get some work done for us. We can even deploy this one mage in the back. He can bring some extra knights. They'll be over here to help the Lord Wardens not to get surrounded. We can give this boy a hat. Hold on, does anyone here needs a hat? No. All of these boys could use hats. It just occurred to me that forging all of those black steel helmets has probably been a mistake. I would have Earthblood Deep well up if I hadn't made so many. Do I give this guy a Bloodthorn? No. I do not waste a Bloodthorn on one of these guys. It's very tempting, though. Mungo! Jackpot. He gets a special hat. Level 3 air. These guys are going to converge on this fort. We're going to fight here. We should win. So this guy is going to attempt to break siege. Another Hydromancy and a stretch. Alright. Oh, God. There we are. Oh, hope you're satisfied with the stretch. So what is this boy gonna do for himself? Well, he can probably throw out a pair of body ethereal. Just to help my front line not crumple. And then after that, he can be a lightning bolt caster. Arrow of the Western Wind. Precision 25, damage 20. Piercing shot. Lightning bolt. Hold on. Lightning bolt, lightning bolt. And then I'll give him an air gem. By the time he executes all the rest of these spells, the enemy should be close enough that he can get away with a Thunder Strike. Rename a Warden or Magister Arcane to Spasmaticus. You're fighting Atlantis, Body Ethereal does nothing. All their ice weapons are... All of them are magical? Okay. Well, that sucks. Well, in that case, Gift of Cheated Fate. This boy is out of Astral Pearls. Rewrite Fate is pretty neat. Yeah, he can just do Gifts of Cheated Fate then. Save us from a couple of hits. Oh, a disease. Fantastic. Not fantastic at all. What else are we doing? Mushwood is taking bloody... There's a mineral cave in here for an extra earth per turn. That's welcome. We're going to have a little bit more frontline incoming. Alright, let's see. We've got two relatively big fights. I don't think there's going to be much defending that one fort. There are a few Atlantean weapons that aren't magical. Some of their low-tier units have mundane weapons, as do the Mournful. One thing I'm a little on the clock on is that the Cynocephalians might eat Mictlan, and they'll either declare war on me or start to attack Atlantis, which would be bad. Alright, Mushwood is taken. Fort was taken. Bell, no problem. Trenkabor. This is going to be the fight that I'm a little bit worried about. First wave of crossbows going in. It's not doing a whole lot. I can't say that the crossbows are doing nothing. I saw some good numbers in there. Yeah, the ice glaives are all magical. Oh no, this army is gonna slam into my crossbows and annihilate them. And yeah, the air elementals aren't gonna do anything because all of the magic weapons. At least my god is in the back, he should be able to flee. Be annoyed if we lose our god here. What bloody tile is my god in? Here he is. Oh, yeah, my god's gonna die. Yep, there he goes. We lost our god. That doesn't feel good. And our wardens did almost nothing. I mean, we took a chunk out of them. Alright, we're gonna have to swap over to hiring priests. All of these boys are gonna move out. You guys begin calling God. Yeah, that does not feel good at all. Yeah, the Knights of Man are not cutting it against the Atlanteans. Okay, storm the castle. Flesh Garden of Mortal Remains. I didn't even notice that one. Feel like you need some cheating, something like Flying Unit Earthquake. No, we don't have the stats for that. Yeah, my knights just get cut to shreds. Though, part of the problem is that their army was positioned perfectly for destroying me. Because they specifically did not run into my wardens. And I'm not sure how I can change that. Other than having enough wardens to cover the entire front line. Mungo. What a great name. Oh, this guy can't lead an army to save his life. That's fine. Like, the two primary units I can make, the Knights of Man and the Crossbows, don't do anything to Atlanteans. We're also fighting in bloody Four Cold as well, and they're all ice-powered. Two Proud Steed casters. Some Barkskin casters. You know, get some Bless in there. Oh yeah, you guys can't Bless because you're not actually priests. Just keep casting Barkskin. Hopefully you can get it on enough of them. And you. What are you gonna do for me? The mass crossbows will probably be really good against the Cynocephalians if I have to fight them, but Atlantis is just a really tough customer to have to deal with. Flying shield, just for some defensive power. Well, if I can stun some people with Stormwind, I will. And then move on to Thunder Strike, because they should be within range at that point. A little bit of counter raiding. We also lost all of the items that I had on my god, which is also particularly painful. Let's grab another commander to pick up more crossbows. I need to hire more commanders. Actually, you should just call God. I need more boys calling God right now. Gunther, call God. I have a decent number of priests already. So my god shouldn't be out of action for too long. How's Harold doing? He's down to 3 hit points. Oh, Harold. These guys are gonna hold an attack. Set them to hold an attack rear. Fire. Fire. Okay, we have some lads that are not currently scripted. So what are my boys going to do? What can they do? You know what? Spam warrior illusions on this guy. Because those will be able to get up onto the Atlantean walls and cause trouble. This guy does not have that benefit. What can he do? He can throw up some mist forms. Sure, why not? And then after that, I suppose he can advance and cast Lightning Bolt. Oh god, I have... Okay, I'm just gonna copy the Mist Form and Advanced and cast Lightning Bolt, I think are probably the only thing worth doing. We're gonna have a bunch of Mist Form Wardens. Those should be able to hold their own. And we'll have some Lightning Bolt support. This fight against Atlantis is going to be hellish and all-encompassing. Vermund, why are you here? How long has Vermund been here? Not doing anything either. At least search for magic sites. God damn. You can stop preaching and you can call God. You need to build a temple here. We do have a nice fort, so we can start getting more Magisters. We'll get one regular Magister first, so he can start upgrading the fort to a castle. Then we'll start getting the Magister Arcanes. Their army is going to start moving. Alright, see how this siege goes, and then we're going to be closing in on the 3-hour mark for the stream. Losing our god really stings, but we're not out of it. Just means we gotta wait a little longer for Earthblood Deepwell. Yeah. Air Elementals, completely useless against Atlantis. Almost everything I have pretty useless against Atlantis, other than just throwing out the big lightning. Okay, good news. Province Defense actually turned away Atlantis. Okay, lots of victories. In the Fortress of Pastena, there was nothing in there, so it didn't matter. Extra unrest, because brigands. Trenkebor is under attack, the walls are damaged. There's another giant army over here. What am I supposed to do about this giant army? Like, I don't think these boys can deal with it. Put up a cursory province defense. I guess we move to cut forces off. We'll be able to relieve Trenkebor. These boys can just move up, kick Atlantis out. Never mind, there's a giant Atlantean army here that's going to attack my shores. Where on my shores, I don't know. But they're definitely going to do it. Any cheap... Yeah, there's a couple of cheap mercenaries I could hire to do some raiding for me. There we go, That'll fabricate some extra troops for me, and I'll just march them into Atlantean territory. More boys are marching in. Everybody calling God. Damn, there's a lot of resources here. We're gonna focus entirely on getting more knights. Hold on, 27 resources, 58. You know what? Maybe this place would be better suited by getting defenders. More lads that'll benefit from the crossbows, and then they'll be able to stand there and hold the line, rather than my knights that are getting absolutely chopped up. Start swapping to defender-based gameplay. We're going to poke that throne. Bunch of level 2 priests to call God. Magisters. You know what? This group of Magisters are moving out. Okay, that's another 200 crossbows instantly. $23 recruitment. 45 recruitment. I'll stick with getting Tower Knights here. But I will need 2 more Castellans. And all of these mages are just going to pick up the extra troops, just so I have a stronger front line. Need to start mobilizing Mage Corps. You can go ahead and search for magic sites. Maybe we can find a little bit more nature income. We do one more turn. I think we do one more turn. At least I want to see what this big army is doing. Resolving big battle? Overall, we've gained ground against Atlantis. It's just a bit of a slog of a fight. We lost 3 Magister Arcane. But we also fought a massive battle. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, so their big army moved to intercept mine. Okay, I see what happened. Again, the Atlanteans just have so many units, they consume the entire battlefield, and they're able to get around my front line. All my ethereal boys aren't nearly as useful. Yeah, look at that. 3 Magisters just annihilated. That cost me 35 out of 44 wardens, so I no longer have a front line. Period. Lost a little bit of money. But I do have a front line incoming. So it's fine. We're gonna move all these boys in. Oh, our god is already back. Nation rejoices. We're back. Never healing wound, lost an arm and a chest wound. That's a little rough. Looks like we didn't lose any paths though, so that's fine. Yeah, our god got maimed. We don't have the boots anymore. We have to forge the boots. Oh, we do get +1 earth magic off the stone, so we'll make that as well. And then Earthblood Deepwell is coming. Oh, let's take a look at the throne, and then we'll wrap things up for the evening. So, this boy has 5 astral, so we can throw a magic duel squad at him and kill him. That'll be fun to do. Mounted Commander is kind of trash. Heavy Infantry. They've got a Priest, 2 Mounted Commanders. I think that's all they have. I think they have... Oh, sorry, 3 Mounted Commanders, their God, and a Priest. We have a lot of magic arrow spam capability. We could just spam magic arrow until these guys are dead. Like a concerted blast. Only 11 hit points on these commanders. Yeah, we just need a suicide squad to take out the Nether of Kings. So we have a plan for next stream. Back to getting Magister Arcanes. Get those guys preaching. We got 2 groups of mercs that can move out. These guys are actually going to backtrack. I don't want to let Atlantis into Pergami. Mictlan basically doesn't exist anymore. I'm really hoping the dogs decide to start messing with Atlantis next. Even though that will come with its own problems. My progress into Atlantean territory has not been swift enough. And these dogs have big armies. Alteration 8. I guess... Wrathful Skies is going to be where we have to go with this. Maybe even Perpetual, when we're not gonna... we might be able to do Perpetual Storm. Only requires 5 air to do. and then we just rely heavily on Wrathful Skies to carry us. Anyways, for now, I am done. Let's look for someone to raid. Hope you guys enjoyed. We made progress, though possibly not at the rate that I was hoping. We're going to drop in on Eddie again, because Eddie is still doing his Donathon. He completed his Dark Souls randomizer run and is starting over. So that'll be all from me for today. Tomorrow you'll probably find me over on Sophie's channel for the birthday bash. Please do stop by and wish her a happy birthday. I'll give her an extra shout out.
I smell the taint of evil.
I'll see if I can squeeze in more Dominions as well. Anyways, I'm going to send you over to Eddie. What shall our raid message be? Frozen fish raid. There we go. That'll be all from me for tonight. Until next time, take care.